I'm gonna be completely honest for this entire video. I watched Gladiator on Monday. When I watched Gladiator on Monday, I thought it was a pretty cool movie. I wanted to give a couple days for me to make a review, so I waited a couple days. I'm now filming the review. And honestly, I don't really remember the movie, but not in a bad way. I feel like if you watched the first Gladiator, you kind of watched the second Gladiator. One thing I really appreciated at the start of Gladiator 2 is that they creatively showed you what happened during Gladiator 1 with a bunch of like drawings and images, because I was not going to rewatch Gladiator 1 for Gladiator 2, and it was pretty cool. And the biggest fault this movie has is that when the movie first started, I don't know if it's just me, I'm pretty sure everyone that was watching the movie, they kind of made it seem like it was someone else's story after 16 years after Gladiator 1 in Rome. And spoiler alert, halfway into the movie, they tell us that the main character is the son of the main character of Gladiator 1. Maybe it's just me, but I felt like it would have been a way better story if it was just about his story. Cause yeah, I don't know. I feel like this movie's so mid, but not in a bad way. It's just mid. Like, Denzel's performance was a standout performance in the movie, but even him as a villain, it's like, I'm pretty sure I saw this in Gladiator 1. Those two emperor brothers that were unqualified to be emperors. I'm pretty sure Joaquin Phoenix's emperor in Gladiator 1 was the exact same way as Joseph Quinn's character. The only difference between Gladiator 1 and Gladiator 2 is that he didn't die at the end of Gladiator 2. The main character dies at the end of Gladiator 1. I feel like that's kind of the only difference in the movie. From what I remember, it's basically the same plot. He lives in his village, whatever, and then he loses people, and then he gets caught as a slave, and then he's fighting in the arenas, and then the emperor gets killed, and then, yeah, there's just chaos, and he wants to change. Like, it's kind of the same plot. Basically the same plot, but his son is more of an edgelord than him. Genuinely and honestly, I don't really have thoughts on the movie like that. And not in a bad way. I just feel like it was mid. I don't really have any introspection. I don't really have any analysis. It was just cool. It was mid. Like, it was just, yeah, just watch this movie, but I'm never really gonna think about the movie again. I'm not really gonna take anything away from the movie. Like, yeah, it's just mid. I don't know what to say. But it's not mid in a bad way. I feel like people have turned the word mid into a bad thing. I'm using the word mid for what it's originally intended to portray. Like, it's just mid. It's just, you did everything to, it's like, yeah, this shit is mid. I generally don't know how to explain this. I don't like or dislike any of the characters. What do you call that? I think that's what you call literally mid. I think that is the literal definition of mid, because it's like, I was never bored while watching the movie, but I was never overly excited while watching the movie. I just kind of had one expression throughout the entire movie, but it's not like I regret watching the movie. It's not like I'm taking away things from the movie. It's just, you watch the movie, pass time, and then that's it. This is the second time that I've watched something and I literally just don't feel anything after watching it. I made a video about this around 2 months ago about an anime I watched on Netflix, and I feel the exact same way. Cool action scenes, but nothing that I've never seen before. Good performances, but nothing really stood out. Plot was basically the same plot as the first movie, but it's not a bad plot. It's just the same plot. The ending was predictable. The villain was also predictable. Yeah, that's all I got for Gladiator 2. Am I off though? Is there something I missed in the movie? Is the movie deeper than I can actually conceptually realize? I don't know. I don't think so, but if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.